Coming up tonight on VCU Insight.
Waste from local breweries is helping the city clean the James River, saving Richmond millions of dollars.
An unexpected sports team at VCU is making a name for themselves in national rankings and heading to the World Cup.
And a local artist is showcasing her original work inside Strawberry Street Cafe with one unique twist.
All this and more.
VCU Insight starts right now.
From the Richard T. Robertson School of Media and Culture at Virginia Commonwealth University, named Best Student Newscast in the Mid-Atlantic, this is VCU Insight.
Good evening and welcome to VCU Insight. I'm Cameron Vigliano.
And I'm Bria White. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news tonight, Richmond breweries will be now saving on their sewage bill because what they're flushing down the drain is helping to clean our water. Insight's Forrest Nguyen has more in the story. Good evening, Forrest.
Good evening, Bria. While making alcohol, breweries make chemicals which are just undrinkable and they flush it down the drain. But it's doing a lot of good in the James River.
A brewery at some point.
Richmond area breweries should see a 70% decrease in their sewage bill and a much cleaner river over these upcoming months. Back to you, Bria.
A change is coming for the roads of Richmond called the Complete Streets Policy. City leaders are now obligated to make streets convenient for all forms of transportation, making it easier for bicyclists, pedestrians, bus passengers, and drivers to get around. City officials have 1 year to implement these changes. The new guidelines will also be placed under Richmond's Standard Construction Manual. Richmond is the latest city to adopt a Complete Streets Policy since 2004. Over 600 agencies have created roadways for all forms of transportation.
From missing pets to alerting neighbors of suspicious activities, an online neighborhood watch app called Nextdoor is bringing communities and local police forces together. Insight's Joel Tyler has more in the story.
VCU Insight, I'm Joel Tyler.
To find out if your community is already connected or if you want to join, you can download the app on the Apple Store or the Android.
Congratulations to a local comedian who is named Best Acting Town 2